All right, what's up YouTube? So as you can see, this is not my Supra. It's A90 Dawn. I'm gonna put a link to his Instagram right here if you wanna follow him. So basically what we're doing today is we're doing a Titan Motorsports downpipe. And I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you what the downpipe looks like. And yeah, we'll do a step-by-step installation of a Titan Motorsports catless downpipe. Catch you in a second. All right, y'all, so this is my stock Supra downpipe. Not downpipe, cat back, because y'all know I already got the AWE track edition on there. And basically that's what it's going to look like, your whole system right here. And I just want to go over some key points in the downpipe. With this being catless, it's going to smell a little bit more. Obviously you're going to need your ECU flash for that, but this bracket right here, in my opinion, it's an important structural piece to your downpipe because your V-band clamp is what's connecting your turbo. If you don't have this, that 13mm fastener to that bracket's what holding up your cat back, along with one more hanger here and two back there. So in my opinion, I think it's important to have that bracket. And I know there's some discussions that your stock cat is a little bit heavier, so that's the reason why BMW added that bracket on there. But you know what, just get it on there. It's safe insurance. That way you're not putting all that pressure on your V-band clamp, which is torqued down to 14 pound-feet of torque, by the way. All right, y'all, so what we have to do is take the stock intake box out. But before we do that, I just want to explain why Don has a Pure 700 turbo on there. So he bought the car used as a 2020 and the ECU is tunable. Basically, the owner put a Pure 700, did a couple other mods, and ended up having to sell his 2020 GR Supra for a Cadillac Escalade. So Don got lucky, he got a Pure 700 on there. Now we just need to make everything else match up to the car, which is obviously the Titan Motorsports race downpipe and also an EcuTech tune. So I'm gonna go over here to the engine. Here is your stock intake box. It's pretty easy to take apart. Once we get it apart, I have to put the fan back on there and cool everything down because downpipe being a downpipe is gonna be super hot. So yeah, let's get the stock intake box off and yeah.
Shout out to the first owner of this car, saved me $5 grand.
All right, so this BMW system, I don't care what you say, it's BMW. And you know what, I'm cool with it because it's really easy to work on. This is your sensor, which you're going to take out. You see my past videos, it's basically a thermometer sensor. You're just going to loosen this up right here, and you have some pop clips. I believe there's 4, one more back there, and one more way down here. And this will take your whole top of your intake off. And that's pretty much all you have to do. You don't really have to do too much into it. And I'll show you how to take the bottom portion of your intake box out also. All right, so there you go, fellas and gals. Here's the clip right here to take out your sensor. Just basically lift it up, pinch it, and you can pull it out. This actual sensor itself is still inside the top intake box. Here's your air filter. And from here, basically you just have some rubber grommets and you just have to lift it up. Just be careful right here with this heat shield though, that's super sharp. And if your car is still hot, obviously that's gonna be hot also. And this is the rest of your turbo inlet pipe. You don't have to take it off. You just need enough clearance to go back behind there to get to your downpipe. All right, so Don's gonna pass me the air filter. You can do it if you want. There you go, standard BMW filter. You can also replace this with an HGS unit if you want. And all it's gonna be doing is just lifting up on everything. And there you go, comes out just like that.
Literally, pop, 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 slide out.
All right, y'all, so where everything popped out, this is a rubber grommet. If it came out like right here, just slide it back in when you reinstall your intake box. And right here is where your fresh air comes in from the outside. So here is your electronic wastegate. Here's your turbo, intake side, exhaust side, right? 2021 has a 6-port, 2020 has a 2-port. Here's your downpipe, and down there's your V-band clamp. So right now we're gonna put a fan on here, let everything cool down before we can mess with that. And you have 2 sensors, and we're just gonna disconnect it from up here. So I'll show you all in a second when I get everything cooled down. All right, yo, while we have everything cooling down to this downpipe right here, so down here, it's a 13mm. We'll go ahead and disconnect that. And we have one more fastener down here, it's a 13mm. We're gonna disconnect that. So basically, as you can see, the hanger layout system, it's pretty long up here. So you don't have to remove your cat back. I did the same thing. That gives you the ability to push this here down to get enough clearance to slide your downpipe out. So we can at least take care of these 2 right there. So once again, 13mm right here, 13mm socket right there, and let this bad boy cool down. And this right here, I'll try to show that to y'all, but that's a pretty hard spot to get right there. And I believe they're copper fasteners up here. All right, y'all, so to do these 2 sensors right here, you're gonna pop that portion right there, move it forward as such, and you're gonna pinch it, and it's gonna come out. So you have these two right here, black and gray. Remember where these go back. Obviously they're different sizes, so you can't mess it up. And you have a little placement holder thing right there for this black wire to come out. And you're gonna repeat the process on that side, and just double check to make sure that this gray line isn't connecting anything for your two sensors down there. And that's pretty much it. From there, we can start doing our V-band clamp, our two fasteners on the bracket down there. And then, yeah, we're pretty much ready to take off the down pipe because Don already went ahead and took care of the two 13mm fasteners for the mid pipe down there. I have a fan sitting right here right now to get everything to cool off, so we're gonna let it cool off some more. All right, y'all, so here's your 13mm washer right here for the bracket. As you notice, this part right here actually spins. Mine didn't do that, so this is new. That's one right there. It's a little warm, so here's Don doing his thing down there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna come all the way down here, right there. That's for your V-band. Like I said, it's only on there by 14 pound-feet of torque per factory specs. It doesn't take that much, and as I said, you're gonna find a 13mm socket is gonna be a common socket you're gonna use in all this, so let's knock that out. All right, y'all, in the magic of YouTube, this took a lot longer than you would anticipate, so you know, it takes a lot of banging, a lot of moving around, but in any case, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna completely remove your fastener right here on your V-band clamp. That's gonna allow this portion right here to freely move. And my only advice is it takes a lot of wiggling and jiggling because with a rubber mallet, I had to tap right here as it slowly slid your cap back off of your downpipe. Once you get it clear, you're just gonna pop it down and gently slide everything out. Because remember, we still have our wires hooked up to our O2 sensors right here. So from here, I'm gonna transfer some whatever stuff you put on the threads, transfer the O2 sensors over there, and we'll commence putting your Titan Motorsports race downpipe back on the car, reconnect the wires, put all this stuff back on there. But yeah, like I said, just have some patience. You don't need to remove your exhaust. Obviously, not everyone has access to a lift. It can be done. I did it on my car, now I did it on Don's car, so good to go. All right, y'all, so right here, this is your gasket. It is highly recommended by me, Nissan Supra, to replace your gasket. However, you can reuse this. It's just going to get crushed. I have a dental pick. We're going to gently pick this out, not to deform it, and transfer it over to the Titan Motorsports. All right, y'all, here's everything matted up. Like I said, this is my second one I've done, and each downpipe is different enough per se in tolerance, and your V-band clamp is going to be different per car, like I said, in tolerance. So this one's a little bit more challenging to get the V-band clamp and the downpipe to mat up compared to my Power Needy. I'm not saying one downpipe's better than most, just to let you know, this process might seem simple in this 5-minute YouTube video, but it takes a little bit of wiggling and jiggling to get everything lined up. Once again, I got the copper fasteners on that support right there. You know, make sure you torque everything down. Once again, it's 14.5 pound-feet of torque for your V-band clamp. All your wires connected. The only thing we gotta do now is put your intake back on, give it a start. And Don, what do you think, man, for your first one?
It's a bitch, man, but we got it. We got it.
All
we
right.
undefeated. And we're gonna remain undefeated for any other parts that we're gonna do.
All right, let's get the intake back on and get this going. All right, y'all, so I said before in my older videos that the Supra does not need an aftermarket exhaust. The only reason why you need one is weight savings. Y'all heard that first start. That thing is just as loud as my AWE.
It's loud.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Ooh. What do you think, Don?
It's fucking loud, man. But I'm still gonna put an exhaust on, all right?
Yeah.
Because weight reduction, and listen, with an exhaust, it'll sound a lot toner, a lot nicer. But this right here, ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It's loud.
So anyways,
but they feel good.
I took a face full of exhaust bed. Big shout out to Carlos. Big shout out to Don.
Hey, it smells good too.
I hope y'all enjoy the content. Like I said, man, be easy.
Peace.
Catch you next time. Later.